I'm Jeremiah McKinnon, and this is NEC News Today. Here now are the top cannabis news stories from around New England for August 18th, 2023. It's official, New Hampshire is launching a commission to study a state-controlled cannabis industry model. New Hampshire's Governor, Chris Sununu, recently signed a bill to create a commission that will study the possibility of state-controlled marijuana sales. The commission, intended to model selling marijuana similar to the state's existing liquor sales system, is in the process of formation, with Senate President Jeb Bradley having appointed 5 senators last week. House Speaker Sherman Packard is also set to appoint 5 representatives to the commission, which will focus on the feasibility of state-controlled distribution, access, and marketing of cannabis. This model, which previously faced skepticism from both Democrats and Republicans in the state legislature, will now undergo careful study and analysis, with a report to legislative leaders submitted by December 1st. 4 New England states are experiencing a summer of strong cannabis sales, according to data from July. Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, and Connecticut continue to have strong cannabis sales, hitting new records in July 2023. In Maine, sales reached $20.8 million, marking the 3rd consecutive month of record-setting figures, while Massachusetts witnessed a staggering total of $154 million in both adult use and medical cannabis sales. Rhode Island's recreational cannabis sales were recorded at $6.8 million, maintaining its trend of monthly records since the launch of its adult use market. Connecticut also saw growth, with adult use sales rising to over $13 million in July, but the combined adult use and medical sales were slightly lower than the previous month. The substantial sales numbers in these states help to underscore the strong consumer demand as legal access to cannabis continues to expand across New England. The Terptown Throwdown Music Festival is back this Friday and Saturday with another one of their signature events. The Terptown Throwdown Music Festival, a 2-day event combining musical performances with cannabis-related activities, is scheduled for August 18th and 19th at the Spencer Fairgrounds. With a lineup that includes The Movement, Pepper, and The Elevators, the festival also plans to host a homegrown cannabis awards ceremony. Categories for the awards include flower, edibles, pre-rolls, vapes, and extracts. For more information on where to get tickets, please visit our website. A group of Connecticut residents are challenging the legality of the state's cannabis laws in a recently filed lawsuit. A coalition of Stamford residents, including the Stamford Neighborhoods Coalition, has initiated a lawsuit challenging the legality of Connecticut's cannabis law, asserting that it clashes with the Federal Controlled Substances Act and violates an equal rights provision in the Connecticut Constitution. The lawsuit, which focuses on Stamford's Mayor Caroline Simmons and the city's zoning board, requests an injunction to cease the operation of cannabis businesses in Stamford and across Connecticut. This comes on the heels of a judge in New York issuing a temporary restraining order to halt regulators from approving retail dispensary licenses. The lawsuit in Connecticut seeks to stop not only the operation of current cannabis businesses, but also the efforts by the city's zoning and planning boards to establish regulations for retail locations within Stamford. Last but not least, the Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission released draft regulations to comply with the updates to the cannabis laws that were passed last year. The Cannabis Control Commission in Massachusetts has unanimously approved significant changes to both the adult and medical use marijuana regulations, aiming to enhance equity within the industry and support small businesses and communities that were disproportionately affected by marijuana prohibition. The approved updates focus on various areas, including host community agreements, municipal equity, suitability, and social consumption. These changes are designed to level the playing field, particularly for communities that have suffered due to previous marijuana laws, and to ensure compliance with the state mandates outlined in Chapter 180. A public hearing is tentatively scheduled for September 8th, but full details have yet to be released. The hearing will allow interested parties to voice their opinions and provide feedback on the proposed changes. The final regulations must be promulgated with the Secretary of State by November 9th, 2023. With the removal of the social consumption pilot program, updates to host community agreements, and an increase in transparency, these changes are intended to take steps forward towards a more equitable cannabis industry in Massachusetts. For the absolute latest New England Cannabis News, head on over to necnewstoday.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to NEC News Today for more great content, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of the show. For New England Cannabis News Today, this is Jeremiah McKinnon, reminding you to always use cannabis responsibly and to enjoy your cannabis-filled adventures throughout New England.